Then let's move to passive voice, the lesson what we have to learn here, present perfect tense, passive voice. Here also we can see a structure. According to this structure, we can make sentences. Let's see. Right, in earlier part, we discussed because that is active voice, we have to take the subject first. Now here in passive voice, the subject is not the main thing. The object and the verb is given the main part. So, object we have to take first. In passive voice, in earlier tenses also we learn, first we have to take the object. Then according to the object, we have to take has or have, because we are talking about present perfect tense. Here in earlier active voice, we decide to take has or have according to the subject. But here in passive voice, we select has or have according to the object, because first we have to take the object. If the object is singular, if the object is one thing, we have to take has. If the object is plural, we have to take have. So that's how we create it. After that, we have to take a helping verb, because we discuss active voice, we take SVO structure, subject, verb, object. In passive voice, we take object, helping verb, verb past participle, then by subject. So here in present tense, we take helping verbs as am, is, are. Past tense, we take helping verbs was and were. Future, we can take will be. In past participle, what we can take in perfect tense, we have to take been as the helping verb. So here after object, we have write have or has, then we have write the helping verb. So in perfect tenses, we take been as the helping verb. So that is the third part. Then same as earlier, we know in passive voice, we have to write the verb in past participle. Even though it is present, past, future, whatever the tense is, in passive voice, we are using the verb in past participle. So, that is the fourth part. After the helping verb been, B-double-E-N, been, we have to use verb past participle. Then finally, if you want to mention the doer, you can just write the sentence without this, or if you just want to mention the doer, you can write by whom. This was done by whom. Then we can add that part if you want it. So this is how we create present perfect tense passive voice structure. Again, let's go through that. First object, according to the object have or has. Then we have to take the helping verb. In perfect tenses, we take been, B-double-E-N, been as the helping verb. Then verb in past participle. Finally, we can write, if we want, the subject as by, then the subject. Right. I have taken an example here. Let's go through the example. Right. The girls have practiced the drama. That's what we were discussing in active voice. The girls have practiced the drama. This is active voice. We discussed that in earlier part. Now we have to turn this into passive voice. Let's see how we can do this. Now first we have to find what is the subject, what is the object. Because in passive voice we take object first. So what is the object here? The girls did this. So the girls is the subject here. Then they have done what? The drama. So it comes under the verb. So we call this object. The drama is the object here. So first we have to write the drama. Right. Now the object is okay. Drama, the drama. Then how many are there? Only one. Then we have to select whether has or have should be taken. Then we know if it is one thing, we have to take has. So secondly, we have to take has. The drama has. Then in perfect tense, we have to take the helping verb been. So, we can take the drama has been, then verb in past participle. What is the verb here? Practiced. Practice is the present one, practiced is the past one, and again practiced is the past participle. So, here we can say the drama has been practiced, and by whom? By the girl. So, that is the last part. If you want to mention the girls, you can write by the girls. So, we can see the answer like this. The drama has been practiced by the girls. So, that is how we can convert the active one into passive one. Right. Let us move to another example what we have already learned in active voice part. He has collected the stamps. What he has collected? Stamps. The stamps. So, what is the object? This is the object. This is the object, the stamp. So, we have to take that part when we are starting the passive voice sentence. The stamps, then is it plural or singular? The stamps means plural. So, we have to find have from these two words. We have to say the stamps have. Then helping verb. What is the helping verb? Been again. Then the stamps have been collected is the verb. Collect, collected, collected is the past participle. So, at the fourth time, as the fourth one, we can take the verb in past participle. Then we can mention by him. We know the subject we have to write by him. We can't use it by he, by him. So, how we have to write the answer for this? The stamps have been collected by him. So, that is how we can make present perfect tense passive voice. The structure is object first, according to that has, have, helping verb been, verb past participle by subject, and we went through some examples. Right, now let us move to an activity and try to apply what we learned. Now write the following present perfect tense sentences in passive voice. Now it is present perfect tense, we have to get the points there, then we have to turn them into passive voice. If any question is given, first read it and point out the main parts. What we have to do there, present perfect tense sentences there, we have to turn them into passive voice. Okay, let us see the first one. The principal has signed the report cards. Who has signed the report cards? Principal. So, principal is whom here? Subject, right? Has signed. He is the person who has done it. So, he has signed. The verb is signed, right? What he has signed? What is the object here? The report cards. So, first we have to write the object. So, we have to start the sentence using the report cards. The report cards is plural. So, we have to take have. The report cards have, then helping verb is in present tense been. So, the report cards have been signed. So, that is the verb we have to take. So, the report cards have been signed by whom? By the principal. So, we can take the answer like that. The report cards have been signed by the principal. Right. Let us move to the second sentence. Somebody has conveyed the message about the Shramadana to the student. Here we can see somebody. We don't know who is that even. So, if we see such a word in active voice sentence, somebody, someone, we no need to mention using by like we did earlier. We can just skip that, just erase that and write without by subject. So, here we have to find the object. The message, what he has conveyed? He has conveyed the message. So, message is the object of this sentence. So, we have to take the message first. The message is singular. So, we have to take has. The message has then been the helping verb. Then the verb conveyed. The past participle of convey is conveyed again. So we can write the message about the Shramadana. Now here the message is about the Shramadana. So that total thing is the object here. Then the message about the Shramadana, the whole part is the object here. Then the message about Shramadana, that is one thing, a message, only one thing. So Shramadana has been conveyed to the students. No need to write by somebody. We can skip that part. Right. Third one. Doctors have cured many deadly diseases. Here who has done that? Doctors have done it. Then cured is the verb, past participle. What they have cured? Many deadly disease. So that is the object here. So answer is many deadly diseases, that is the object, and the object is plural. So we can take have been and the verb in past participle cured then by the doctor. So the answer is many deadly diseases have been cured by the doctors. Fourth one, a computer virus has deleted all my essential documents. A computer virus has deleted. What has deleted? A computer virus has deleted what? All my essential documents. All my essential documents. That whole part is the object here. So we have to take it first. Then we can write all my essential documents. So that is the object. All my essential documents, so that is plural, have been deleted. The verb past participle is deleted by a computer virus. So that is how we can make this sentence. Okay, last one. The internet has provided a quick way of communication. The internet, so that is the subject, has provided, that is the verb here in past participle. Then a quick way of communication. So what is the object here? A quick way of communication, and that is singular. So how we can make the passive voice here? A quick way of communication, that is singular. Then has been provided by the internet. So this is how we can make present perfect tenses in positive way. This is a positive form of that. First we have to write the object, then has or have according to the object, then we have to write been, after that verb past participle, then by subject. So this is how we have to form present perfect tenses in active voice. In next part we are going to learn how to make negative forms and question of present perfect tense in passive voice. Okay, let's move to the negative part of this. Negative form of present perfect tense passive voice. In positive part we did it as object, has or have, then we have to add helping verb been, then after that verb in past participle, then by subject. So to make this negative or to give the idea as negative, what we have to do? Very simple thing is there, we have to add not to has or have. That is the way of making this negative. So first we can write the object as we discussed, as we learned earlier. Then after that according to the object we can find whether it is has or have. Then we have to add not to this part, then the helping verb been, then verb past participle, after that by subject. So this is how we have to make present perfect tense passive negative idea or negative form. Let's go to some examples. The gathering has been arranged by us. The gathering, that is the object. The gathering has been arranged by us. So how to make this into negative? Let's see. The gathering has not been arranged by us. Only we have to add not. The gathering has not been arranged by us. Okay. Second one. Grammar has been taught by the teacher. Grammar has been taught by the teacher. What is the negative of that? Grammar has not been taught by the teacher. Grammar has not been taught by the teacher. Here, first we are writing the object. According to the object, we are writing has or have. Then we have to add not to show that is negative. Then been helping verb. Then verb past participle by subject. Here again grammar is the object and it is singular, so we have to take has as the perfect one, then not to show that is negative, been is the helping verb in perfect tense and taught is the verb past participle. Then we can add by the teacher, the doer. So likewise we can make negative form of passive voice. Let's move to the question part. Question form. First we did the positive side, then we went to the negative part. Now we are talking about question. Positive one, we just wrote object, has or have, been, verb past participle, then by subject. Then in negative part we add not to has or have to make it to negative. Now how to make the question form? Right. Has, have, we have to take first. Then we know that we are going to make a question. So has and have we have to take according to the object again. If the object is singular, we can take has. If the object is plural, we can take have. So first we have to use has or have according to the object. Then after that we can write been as the helping verb. Then the verb in past participle as we done earlier. Then by subject. But you have to keep in your mind, now we are asking a question. So end of this we can't put a full stop, we have to put a question mark. Then we can turn it into a question. Okay, let's go to the example. Have you decorated the house? This is active voice. In active voice I am asking in present perfect tense a question. Have you decorated the house? So how can we turn this into passive voice question in present perfect tense? Let's see. Right. Now the object is what? House. Object is house. And we know that when we are asking a question we have to take has or have in this part. So the house is singular thing. So we have to take has. Has the house. That's how we are making the sentence. Has the house, then we have to take the helping verb been. Has the house been decorated, verb in past participle by you? We are asking a question, right? So have you decorated the house? That is the active voice question, and we are making the passive voice question as has the house been decorated by you? Right. Let's move to the next sentence. Has she passed the examination? Has she passed the examination? Here she is singular, that's why we have taken here has. So has she passed the examination? We are asking a question using present perfect tense active voice. How to turn this into passive? First we have to find the object, that is the examination, and that is singular. So we have to make the question using has the examination, because that is singular thing. So has the examination been passed? That is how we form the sentence, helping verb, then verb in past participle. Has the examination been passed by whom? By her. So we are asking a question. Finally we have to put a question mark. So this is how we can make positive, negative and question form of present perfect tense in passive voice. And let's apply these things into this activity and try to get more ideas about that. This is activity 11 what we are going to do. Write the following negative sentences and question in passive voice. So the questions and the negatives are given in active voice form. What you have to do is you have to convert them into passive voice. First one, we have not taken the dinner yet. We have not taken the dinner yet. We have not. Why we use have here? Because we is plural. So we have not taken. From the word not, we can get the idea that we are talking about something negative. So how to make the passive voice of this? We have to write the object first. The dinner, that is the object. So we are writing the dinner first. The dinner has not been taken by us. First the object, according to the object has or have. To make it negative we have to add not, then helping verb been, then verb past participle, take, took, taken, then by us. So that is the way of making the passive voice. The students have not swept their classroom today. The students, that is subject, plural, so we have to take have, not is given to make it negative. Swept their classroom today. So what is the object here? Their classroom. So when we are writing passive voice negative one, first we have to write that. Their classroom, that is the object. Now their classroom is singular thing. So their classroom has not been, we have to make the negative, has not been swept by the students today. So the verb past participle is given here. Now this one, we can see a question. Here we can see a question. So, have you made the reservation for the train seats? Have you made? So, here we have to take has or have first, even though it is active voice, we have to take has or have. Have you made the reservation? The reservation for the train seat. So, that is the object of that. So, we have to make the question according to this. The reservations. Then, have the reservations been made for the train seats by you? First the question form of that, then the object, after that helping verb, verb past participle, then finally by subject. Fourth one, have you posted all the invitations for the English day? Again we can see a question, right? So, have you posted? So, this is the question, how we are starting that. Subject, verb past participle, and all the invitation is the object here. So, we have to take it when we are making the question. All the invitations is plural. So, we can take have. Have all the invitations, then been posted. Helping verb, then verb past participle for the English day by you, by subject. Then the last one, Ruwan has not colored the picture he drew for the exhibition yet. So, Ruwan has not colored. Ruwan is singular, so we have to take has. To show negative, they have taken not, then verb past participle, colored the picture he drew for the exhibition yet. So, the picture is the object here. So, we have to take it first. The picture he drew, that is the object here, we have to take this part as well. The picture he drew, so that is one thing. So, the picture he drew has not been colored, has not been colored because we took has here, this is singular. Has, to show negative we have put not, then helping verb, then verb past participle. So, the answer comes, the picture he drew has not been colored for the exhibition yet by Ruwan. So, this is how we have to convert positive, negative and question form of present perfect tense in active voice to passive voice. I hope that you get sound knowledge regarding this lesson. You try to make sentence using passive voice, present perfect tense, then you can get a good knowledge about that. Try to make them the positive one into negative, then question, then you can get more idea about this lesson. Okay, then we will move to the other lesson. Here we are going to do a grammar part again, and this lesson is called prepositions. What do you know about preposition? This is the first part what we have to learn during this textbook. So, preposition is what? That's what we have to learn first. A preposition is a word which expresses relationship of a noun or a pronoun to other words of the sentence. What does this mean? A preposition is a word. Now we are talking about preposition. Is a word which expresses, which gives the idea, relationship of a noun. It gives a relationship in between a noun or a pronoun to other words of the sentence. So we use prepositions to give or to show the relationship in between a noun or a pronoun with the other words in the sentence. Okay, here we can see some example in your textbook. Now we have already learned some prepositions earlier, such as on, in, under, near, at. Those are very common preposition what we have learned earlier. So in this part, in this lesson, we are talking more prepositions. So here we can see some examples. Let's go through the examples and try to get the idea. Students can go to the canteen only during the interval. So they can go to the canteen only during. What is the meaning of during? During means in that particular time period. So we can do something during this time. That means in the particular time period when we are doing something, we can use that word and we call this word a preposition. Then there is a large forest beyond those hills, beyond. After that what we can see? After the hills what we can see? We can see a large forest beyond the hills. We can see a large forest beyond those hills. So after the hills we can see the forest. So here beyond is the preposition. Then I had not known how to operate a computer before I completed the computer course. Before, earlier, early to this. Early to what? Early to I completed the computer course. So here instead of early we have used before, and this word before is known as a preposition. You have a special meeting today after the interval. That means next to this action, this is what? Next to this one, what is happening? After that. After this incident. So like that, after is giving the idea next what we are going to do. So after is the preposition there. The guest speaker explained how to protect ourselves against something that we are not doing the similar thing. Something which different, or we call that against. Something against, something different to the main action. So here against is the next preposition what we are learning today. Then the responsibility of preventing dengue is upon all of us. Upon all us means that we have to do that. That duty is on us, upon us. We are responsible for that. We have to do that. So that idea gives from upon. So we have learned few prepositions here than the prepositions we learned earlier. So what are the prepositions we learned here? During, beyond, before, after, against, upon. So here is a list, another list of prepositions, and let's move to this activity and try to apply it. We have to do activity 12 now. Fill in the blanks with the most suitable preposition. Now here, I have seen in many papers in questions. Now if this kind of question is given, what you have to do here? Fill in the blanks. So after saying fill in the blanks, they have given answers within brackets. What normally children do is they just underline these answers or they just circle the answers. But that is not what you have to do here. You have to fill in the blanks with using more suitable prepositions here. So if you just underline or circle in all paper, so the marks can't be given for that answer, because you have to follow the introductions. So what you have to do is here, not to circle or underline the given answers, you have to fill these gaps using the answers given. So you have to follow the introductions. Okay, let's underline, not to underline, let's fill the blanks using these answers. Little Mary was so curious about what is there. The horizon. You know what is horizon. We see when the sea and the sky touches, we call that horizon. So little Mary was so curious about what is there. Then what is the idea? What is the answer you think? Upon, beyond. Beyond is after that. So Mary curious about what is after the horizon. So we can write the answer as beyond. Then little Mary was so curious about what is there beyond the horizon. Okay, then I need to go to the bank before, during I join you in shopping. Now normally it says not during that action happens, before that she wants to go, that's what the idea gives. So I need to go to the bank before I join you. Before go for shopping, I want to join with you. So that is the answer for that. Many parents take the responsibility of shaping the future of their children blank themselves, against themselves. Can the parents do different thing? No, against something? No, they are just taking all the responsibility upon them, on them. So what is the answer for this? Upon. So many parents take the responsibility of shaping the future of their children upon themselves. They take all the responsibility of their children upon them. Many people do not know how to protect themselves beyond. Can we use beyond for that? If we write beyond, it gives different ideas. So many people do not know how to protect themselves against injustice. So against that, how we can act against that. Okay, then many people do not know how to protect themselves against injustice. Right, the last one. The poor patient died during, before the doctor had arrived. During the doctor had arrived, we can't use during. So it gives wrong idea. So before the doctor had arrived, before that incident has happened. So we can write before. Right. So the poor patient died before the doctor had arrived. So like that, likewise, we can, if the words are given and if they ask you to fill the blanks, you can select the correct answer and fill it. So we got an idea about these prepositions, what are the meaning of these prepositions and how to use them in this kind of activity. Right, this is the final activity, activity 13, and this is the end of the lesson. After doing this lesson, we have completed the 6th lesson of your second term lessons. Then fill in the blanks with a suitable preposition from the given list. Again, we are given a list: during, after, upon, against, before. Now we have to select the correct one and we have to fill the gaps. Okay, let's go through the paragraph. Kasun wanted to play cricket with his brother blank coming home from school. So how he can play with his student, how he can play with his brother? Now when he was in school, he can't play. So he has to come to his house, he has to come. So then Kasun wanted to play cricket with his brother. What is the most suitable word that we can take from this? Kasun wanted to play cricket with his brother after, because he only at that time he can play after coming home from school. So that is the most suitable preposition for that. Then they went to the playground together. Their mother asked them not to get late blank, they went out. That means mother is giving instructions before they go. Right, so we can say their mother asked them not to get late before they went out. She told like that before they went out. Once they started playing, they forgot about the time. Then what has happened? Mother finished all the housework blank their absence. That means during that period. So we can write mother finished all the housework during their absence in that particular time and waited for their return. There were dark clouds in the sky and she was worried that it might rain and make the two brothers wet. Their father laughed, saying that children should learn to protect themselves blank bad weather. When the bad weather is there, children should learn how to do the things against bad weather and how to protect their selves. So we can write against bad weather, then it is upon them. So upon their return, while they are coming, they have to follow that. So Kasun and his brother apologized to their mother for being late. So this is how we can take the answers and fill the blanks, and we have completed the final part of the lesson, and we have completed the lesson as well. So in the next chapter we can move to a new lesson.